and welcome. Do you have your popcorn ready? We are going to the movies today, and we are going to be painting and talking about a most beloved character, Baby Yoda, and the Mandalorian. Yes, we are going to have a lesson straight out of the movies. So, I'm not going to waste any time at all. Let's get started. Now, if you've not painted with me before, this is what you need to have to be able to paint with us. I have a sheet of, it's really orange. It's not deep orange, but it's orange construction paper. Just plain old construction paper. There's another sheet up underneath it to help hold it so it won't go flying across the table, okay? And then we have some moist paper towels. As you can see, I have been painting and I have lots of wipes of my fingertips on these paper towels because when we change colors, we wipe the color off and we go and pick up another color. Okay, we're going to have a mixture of soft pastels and hard pastels. These right here are called new pastels. That's N-U pastel, P-A-S-T-E-L, new pastel. They are hard, see, and they are good to draw with. I have a yellow, a rust color, and a light green. And then here are some other pastels that I have chosen: a dark green, a purple, a red, an orange, and a soft pastel in the rust color. This poor dirty thing is a pink, and this is supposed to be white, and this is gray. Nana needs to clean her pastels. Okay, now you do know that if you get behind, you can stop the video and you can catch up, and then I'll be there waiting. We'll go ahead with the rest of the lesson. All right? We're going to start. Changed my mind already. Look at this beautiful pastel color. This is a purple new pastel. I don't think I've ever used it before. We're going to start with the Mandalorian. Now he's going to be not the star of the show. He's over here. And we're going to draw his helmet first. That's part of his helmet. We're looking at him from the back, okay? And here's this. Now just remember, there are no mistakes in pastel. They're just something you can fix and just really kind of like happy, just sort of accidents that you improve on. So let's see, where are we? We're going to take the soft pastel and we're going to come up underneath the helmet here. And we're just swapping back and forth and back and forth. Here is, he's wearing sort of like a striped shirt up underneath his helmet, okay? And we're going to take the pastel and we're going to bring it down underneath here. All right, now taking the dark green, turning my pastel on the side, and this is part of the helmet, okay? Just part. The light is coming from this side, so you're going to take your painter finger, this is your painter finger, and smooth it in, and instantly you have a wonderful helmet that has dark on one side, which means it's in the shadow, and you have light on this side, okay? Now, this is a gold, and we're going to bring this around like this. That down, and we're going to take the dark green again, very lightly, very, very lightly, because you kind of want to be able to see through the helmet. Of course you can't, but you just got that feeling that if you look close enough, you might be able to see what the Mandalorian really looks like. Well, nobody knows what he looks like. So, all right, then we're going to go ahead and start on his uniform and his equipment. Okay, these are buckles right here. I think that he has his weapons sort of buckled on right here. And I'm going to swap back to the dark green and make a belt, which comes down like this, and I think this is where it gets buckled on. Turning it on its side. And I'm going to go over that rust color. And see, the sun is shining on these buckles right here. There we go. I'm going to get this darker purple. Now, I think this looks pretty much like the Mandalorian. Going back to the rust color. Now, I just didn't like the idea of this being one color. Because if you look at photos of the Mandalorian, his armor is rusty, but it's got green in it, a little bit of green, and it's got some purple, not much, but some. But you see, when you put the purple in there, it just makes it just look all nice and rusty, like his does. See? Look. And you can make it go all the way to the end. And I think I'm going to make these buckles kind of gold. Take the painter finger, finish off the belt, and then we're going to start on the star of the show. We've got one more part of the Mandalorian's armor. Right here. I've got enough pastels on my finger from the green to where I think I pretty much can there. He's done. He really is done. I'm going to put this buckle here. There. All right. Now, we're going to put in Baby Yoda. All right. Here is the top of his head and his ear. And he has a really long ear over here. And it's already beginning to look like him. And he's being carried away by the Mandalorian. I've only seen one episode, so I can't give you any spoilers or anything that's going to happen. That's not my job. My job is just to record the painting itself. Okay, now we're going to put in his eyes. And they are great big eyes. He is very curious. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take a tannish sort of color, and I'm going to color in his eyes here. And we're going to outline them in a purple. You can do whatever you like to make him just as wonderful as you like. Okay, there's his eyebrow. Here's an eyebrow. And he has these funny little wrinkles, just like the old Yoda did. And here's his nose. And here's his mouth. And the rest of his face is just sort of hidden by all this equipment that the Mandalorian has on. So we're just going to kind of smooth this color in and fill in the green. All right, we picked out the pink to give the inside of the ear a little bit of color, a little bit there. And we're going to put a spark right here in his eye, meaning he's looking right at you. And the sun is shining on top of his head. There he is. There. Now, we have to put a little bit of a background. Now, in the photo that I looked at, it was just like a little bit of cloudy, sort of a sandstorm type atmosphere. You can put in, a purple if you like, or even a blue. But just make it light, because that is not the star of the show. You can take your whole hand and make it a painter finger. Look at that. There we go. Now, the sun is just shining right on his head. There we go. And the sun is shining on his head. There. Got to get that sun in now. See, I could just play with this the rest of the afternoon. There we go. I think this is wonderful. Be sure that you wipe your fingers off, and you can sign your name here in the corner. I'm putting an N for Nana. And then flip it over and name your painting. We always name our paintings. You can put Baby Yoda or Baby Yoda and Mandalorian and today's date, so you'll know when you painted this. And when you share this with your family and friends, you can tell them that they have to watch the series, or you can fill them in and tell them what's happening. It's up to you. I think this is great. I've had a wonderful time doing this with you, and I hope you've had a good time too. But the most important thing that Baby Yoda and I want to tell you is that you are an artist.